Welcome back to the show. Check out these headlines. New crypto XRP crypto basket ETF. You're going to want to know about it. How about Vanguard? They said they were never getting into crypto, but they've made a change. And another major US bank, Ripple partner, by the way, opens the door to crypto. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow us on X, YouTube, and DigPerspectives.com for exclusive content. Right now, $3.04 trillion market cap for crypto. The market's up 1.2. Bitcoin, 87,200 plus, 2,800 plus for Ethereum. XRP number 4 spot is 204. We're up 1.1 on the 24. We're off 7.8 on the 7-day. Careful what we call progress. Ranging between 202 and 207. We will keep an eye on it. Now, let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. I talk to you all the time about the places that I put my assets because I want to have the most security and comfort knowing that my assets are in the right place for custody. I want to remove the ability to be hacked. I want to remove the ability for me to make a mistake. And that's what happens here at Caleb and Brown. Not to mention, they have the best human customer service. You can speak to a human being in crypto. Hello. Find that somewhere else. Find it anywhere else. You can't. And then when you start looking into it and realize they have multiple layers of security, two-factor verification, verify all your transactions and purchases, you can have a broker on the phone with you while you do these things. Yeah. I'm telling you, if you don't believe me, click the link underneath the video or go to xrpwealth589.com and get started today. You will not believe the kind of comfort you're going to get once you get here. There's no more worrying if you've been hacked or if my transfer went through, my market order set correctly. Free institutional grade custody, free. Then on top of it, levels of security that cannot be breached because not only do they have all of these different layers of security and protection, but you can even add special restrictions onto your account above and beyond all the different layers of security they have. So how would a hacker know that I have to do a live Zoom call to prove that I'm not under duress, right? How would a hacker know they have to say a certain phrase that I told to my broker? I didn't send it in an email. I had a phone call or a Zoom meeting with him, and then we made that connection of what I want that phrase to be. And before anything can be taken action in my account. This is the kind of security I'm looking for, and I know you are too. So don't mess around. XRPwealth589.com. Get started today and start getting the best night's sleep since you've been in crypto. Well, here's the confession. For 5 years, Michael Saylor preached one gospel. You do not sell your Bitcoin. 650,000 coins, $56 billion, the largest corporate holder on earth. Yesterday, both Michael Saylor and CEO Phong Le admitted they will sell. Saylor's words, we will do that because that's in the best interest of shareholders. The religion has a liquidation clause, ladies and gentlemen. The math that breaks the faith. Market cap today, 49.26 billion. Bitcoin holdings today, 55.9 billion. Strategy is already worth less than the coins it holds. The first trigger condition for forced sales has been met. 8.2 billion in debt and 800 million in annual preferred dividends. A software business hemorrhaging cash. Their emergency response fund is 1.44 billion in reserves from stock sales. That buys 21 months. What happens month 22? The countdown nobody is watching. January 15th, 2026. 44 days from now, MSCI decides whether to expel strategy from global indices. JP Morgan estimates forced institutional selling between 2.8 and 8.8 billion if removal proceeds. There's 44 days until the verdict. The smart money already left, and this should be our biggest signal right here. What is one of my major creeds in investing? stacking my pennies next to their dollars. And on Q3 2025, the SEC filings show that BlackRock, Vanguard, JP Morgan, and Capital International liquidated $5.38 billion in MicroStrategy shares. Not Bitcoin, MicroStrategy. It's important to understand the difference. They did not wait for the announcement. They read the covenant documents, the revelation. Conviction was never the product, leverage was. When the architect of never sell publicly prices the conditions under which he will sell, the architecture was always temporary. The temple had an exit door to the entire time. It was simply never shown to the congregation. Bitcoin does not need strategy to survive. The question is whether strategy can survive Bitcoin. 44 days and counting. Are we dealing with MicroStrategy or micro tragedy? 44 days, ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, XRP products are having the best moment since launch, welcoming about $90 million in new capital, while Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs continue to see redemptions, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, how about that? Let's get into it. The institutions are rotating from Bitcoin and Ethereum towards altcoin ETFs. Solana ETFs face record withdrawals despite a rebound in Solana price. XRP ETFs led the market with strong inflows and rising whale confidence. That's what you need to see out of that article. All the stuff Bloomberg isn't telling you. Meanwhile, Canary Capital, who is out of the gate strong like bull with the first mover advantage of the XRP ETF. Shout out to Stephen McClurg and everybody at Canary Capital. They filed an amended S1 for its American-made crypto ETF, confirming its constituents. The ETF tracks the CoinDesk Made in America Index, which now only includes assets that meet the new generic listing standards as of November 26, 2025. The index includes HBAR, AVAX, Bitcoin, Link, Litecoin, Solana, XLM, and XRP, as you can imagine, right? So there you have that. Shout out to them for that index basket. And Vanguard, remember this? How it started? Vanguard chief said in 2018, you will never see a Bitcoin fund from us. Never. 2018. This just came out yesterday. Vanguard will now allow crypto ETFs on its platform. Oh, it's fun to watch. Eric Bolkunis here says, starting tomorrow, which is today, Vanguard will allow ETFs and MFs tracking Bitcoin and select other cryptos to begin trading on their platform. They cite how the ETFs have been tested, performed as a design through multiple periods of volatility. Yeah, well, here it is right here. Starting on Tuesday, today, Vanguard will allow the ETFs mutual funds that primarily hold select cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Ether, XRP, and Solana, to be eligible for trading on its platform. It's a compromise. Hunter Horsley from Bitwise, the CEO, says here, I hope you will join us at XRP Las Vegas, Hunter Horsley, along with Matt Hogan. We'd love to have both of you there. He says the second largest brokerage in America flips its policy from sell only to allowing crypto ETF purchases. Sarcasm when he says, sign, you're in a bear market. And no one is fired up. Whether people are stoked right now or not, crypto is rapidly entering the mainstream. I would definitely say that's spot on. Vanguard is mainstream. For those curious here, this is what it looks like. For Bitwise XRP ETF on Vanguard, the big players are already here, says Unknown DLT. The supply shock is going to accelerate. Oh, I do think there is a moment coming. We just have to see. No one can know when. That's the thing. No one can really know when. So here you see what happened in Vanguard. You know, basically when someone disagrees, you replace them. We should see some type of volume difference tomorrow. The only ETFs Vanguard is not allowing is meme coin related. All XRP ETFs are good trading for Vanguard customers. So the change comes more than a year after Salim Ramji, a former BlackRock executive and longtime blockchain advocate, took over as Vanguard's chief executive officer. The firm said it will support most crypto ETFs and mutual funds that are meet regulatory standards, mirroring its treatment of other non-core asset classes like gold. There you have that. So December finally begins. December 1st, we witnessed an odd, widespread manipulative crash at midnight. Meanwhile, December 2nd, Vanguard U-turns with XRP ETF listings whilst quantitative tightening comes to its end and Ripple gains a monetary authority license in Singapore. Already, are you not entertained, says Chart Nerd. I am entertained, Chart Nerd. Great post. And we appreciate your TA work. Crypto Russ, a big bank just opened the doors to crypto. Guess who it is? It's the same bank using Ripple in their patents in the XRP ledger. Bank of America, one of the largest banks in the U.S. with nearly $2.9 trillion in assets under management, is now telling its wealth clients they can allocate up to 4% of their portfolio into crypto. That's not small-time financial advising. That's near magnet level capital being told crypto is okay. When a behemoth like Bank of America gives the go-ahead for high net worth money to flow into crypto, it's not a ripple, it's a new tide rising. More allocators, deeper liquidity, more institutional ballast, less chance of freak swings, more structural stability. The crypto fringe mindset just lost another wall. Buckle up. This could quietly reshape demand behind the scenes. And I think that's absolutely spot on, ladies and gentlemen. And this is funny enough. The Bank of America says its wealth management clients may put up to 4% of their portfolio into crypto. And this entire 5-minute interview doesn't discuss any of it. There you have it. Nonetheless, Chart Nerd says XRP has recovered from every single retest on its multi-month trading range support for last year. Will this time be any different, or will we lose structure, hold the line, fantastic, lose it? Nothing but opportunity awaits. Patient, wait for confirmation. This is where we are. And we haven't lost it in the last year. Will we lose it this time around, or will we head to the upside? No one knows, but this is where we are. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. We're going into the freedom zone, and today you'll want to join us. We're going to get Elon Musk's take on what the next 20 years will be like with AI and robotics. And then I'm going to remind everybody about that Rockefeller family, because you just have to every so often. You could join us too. Click the link to join us in the Patreon in the Freedom Zone for next to nothing. Get all your daily videos with zero Google ads. Don't mess around. We're going into this extra content, and I know you want it. So come on in.